Tonight, live from R&B's house, we bring you singer-songwriter Gene Hutchens. Each week's live intimate concert is to benefit Southport's nonprofit organization, Up Your Arts. And now, here's the host of our show, the lovely and talented Christine Martinez.
Welcome, everybody. We are live from R&B's house, and we love it. Thursdays are such a treat, and this week we have Gene Hutchens with us. Gene.
Good to be here.
Yay, we're so happy to have you here.
Good to be back.
I just had a text come in, and I thought I might be hearing some important news, but no. It was just about Christmas presents. I have lots to tell you about today. Upyourarts.org. If you haven't been, it looks amazing. They have who am I talking to? They have upgraded the website. It looks gorgeous. Great information there. You can link up to Live from R&B's house shows. You can see who's going to be on next week, all of that. And, of course, everything you need to know about what's happening with Up Your Arts. Tonight is our 26th show. Yay! I don't know how that happened. But, Gene, we were just talking about 2020. It has been a very fast year. And it seems like you have been super inspired in 2020.
Oh yeah, you stay at home, you have to stay busy. So I've really been creative this year, and
that's fantastic. That's really, really great. So you have several things going on, but you've stayed really, really busy. So what does a day in Gene Hutchens' life look like?
Well, I've been working on a health coaching business, which has turned into a motivational mindset.
And you look fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I've been coming down here for some time playing music with the Bonnie Allen Band,
right.
and it was a big. It was a big event 3 years ago when we played here at the Christmas party.
I remember.
And I was pretty unhealthy and, a lot overweight and in a lot of pain. I smiled, but there was a grimace of pain behind that smile. And so spending some time here with Dr. Ronnie and Beverly, they gave me some quiet, inspirational advice that helped me to look into myself and explore myself and figure out the root causes of my problems from a functional standpoint, like what they do. Mm-hmm. And it was just so inspirational, and I set my goal for 1 year so that when I came back the next year, I would be my best self.
Wow.
And I committed myself to it, and I did it. And so I've been creating a program to share some of the things that I did with others, and
fantastic.
Hopes to help others.
Ronnie and Beverly have been that for me and lots of other people, and this show is just another way in which they're giving positivity into the universe. So we are grateful to them for that.
I'm so happy to be here, and so happy for all of the help from them and others. And so I've just been busy working on that, and then also, being at home, I've tried to concentrate on being creative. I've written several new songs. I'm working on a book of gratitudes and affirmations. And you see the heart in front. This is a piece of wood. We heat with wood back at the warehouse studio in Trinity. And so we were cutting wood, and my daughter looked over there and said, "Look, that's a heart on that cedar log, and let's don't split that." So I stacked it into the wood pile. And actually all the grandkids were there, and we created a room, and it was like, it's been dubbed the secret stage. So I go out there and work and create, and I filmed some songs out there, and people said, "Oh, that heart-shaped log." So I was just...
It's become a symbol for you.
Yeah, and so I had it sliced so that I could
take it
share
with you.
Take it on the road with me. And,
well, it's perfect, and it's like it's your little beacon, your little symbol right at the beginning.
It's been in the snow in Pittsburgh. It's been on the beach.
It's been on tour.
It's been in the park. It's been all over the place so far, and big plans for that heart, because I've written a song called "With My Heart," and that's going to be the title cut of my new album. It's also going to be
new album.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's pretty awesome how looking within and feeling clean in that way can inspire you in so many different avenues.
Oh, yeah. It's like our power, our inner power is inside. It's in our heart, and we all have it. We just have to learn how to use it.
Absolutely.
If we, aren't, I've always been pretty good at using it, but I've learned a whole lot in the last 3 years of introspection and my studies. So.
Well, fantastic. Well, we are really excited to hear. So you're playing your original music. We're super excited to hear. We're going to hear a lot more. Gene has a lot going on, so we have a lot to cover. We want to get some good music in there, but we want to make sure we get out a lot of the things that he's also got some great things going on with his Angel Band Foundation. We'll talk about that. And we'll let you know how you can find out more about that and hear his music online. But right now, since we are live from R&B's house, let's go live and hear some music. It's Gene Hutchens.
This is one I wrote, I guess, around Memorial Day. And at that time, the virus had been around for a while, and I was looking to... the curve was sort of flattening a little bit, and we were hoping that we were going to be through this. It's not really turned out that way yet, but this is looking ahead past the situation that we're in right now. It's called No More Sad and Lonely. Could be a sad song. Just listen to the tone, as if somebody told me that I had to stay at home. But now the curve is flattening, at least that's what they say. No more sad and lonely, getting back to sunny days. I'm not fond of the distance, but I'm using my time for good, playing this old guitar, sitting out in the woods, a pen and paper, fresh air and the birds, words to fit the timing, time to hear the words. Grievance for the lost ones, grateful for what they gave, the memories that were created are all that's left to save. So we start new in the present, it's all we really know. Time will heal our hearts as blood is washed by snow. So turn sad to happy. Believe and make it so. Use our given moments before we have to go. As we learn of the secret of what we're doing here, study the road to travel to know which way to steer. Okay, for my second number, I'm going to play my title cut called With My Heart. And I was out in the woods meditating one morning and you know, with a heart-shaped log there, and this song just came to me as I left and went back into the studio. It came to me pretty quick, and it's a meditational type song that I've actually written, I guess, 6 verses that I've sent in for copyright, but I'm going to play you 3 verses tonight, a shorter version, because it can stretch out, and I'm going to play harmonica between the verses, but I can envision violins and other instruments, instrumentation in the breaks between. So. With my heart as my guide, I will trust, I will trust. With my heart deep inside, I will believe, I will believe. With my heart as my guide, I will have faith, I will have faith. With my heart deep inside, I will love, I will love. With my heart as my guide, I will hope, I will hope. With my heart deep inside, will create. I will create with my heart as my guide. I will bring peace. I will bring peace with my heart deep inside. I will love. I will love. With my heart as my guide, I will be true. I will be true. With my heart deep inside, I will respect. I will respect with my heart as my guide. I will give thanks. I will give thanks with my heart deep inside. I will love. I will love. Thank you, thank you. And
some of your buddies watching. Chuck Hoffman's online right now.
all right, yeah. Also, yeah, the Bonnie Allen Band and Chuck. We spent some time here, and my album is available at Angel Band Foundation, but Bonnie Allen album is also available. All proceeds go to the Angel Band Foundation. Just after we recorded this album, we got tied up with other things, with family, and we've not really played, but we do have a new album that is there on that website, so you can go in and listen to it, those of you that are familiar with the Bonnie Allen Band and our time that we spent down here. I want to play a song now that it's like a fourth grade history lesson for those of you in North Carolina, and actually I've learned that this is studied all over the world in a lot of places, and basically in the fourth grade. It takes you back to 1584 and the explorers and people coming to the New World, and there's a island. It was home of what's now known as the Lost Colony, and This song is written from the standpoint of Mother Vine, which is an ancient scuppernine grapevine that was growing on Roanoke Island when the settlers came to Roanoke Island. It was being harvested by the Indians that lived there, the native Indians, and the Indians helped the settlers tremendously, but there was a lot going on. There was a war between England and Spain. There was the looting of the ships in the Caribbean, and the settlers going this big circle. And so this is the story of what happened through the eyes of Mother Vine. Call me Mother Vine, I was growing long before white men from across the ocean landed on my shore. Trellised by the Roanoke's, I shared with them in kind scuppernine grapes and the sweetness of my wine. The colony was lost, their fate a mystery. Took John White 3 years to return from across the sea. Croatoan, the parting message carved into a tree. Virginia dare, the newborn baby. English conquerors, 1584, said they came in peace, but they always wanted more. Brought their religion, their diseases, and their guns. Plant their flag into my soil, Winganticon. The colony was lost, their fate a mystery. Victim of the war for the crown's sovereignty. All sailing ships indentured for the military. My land claimed by the Virgin Queen and Sir Walter Raleigh. Strangers ate our venison, strangers ate our fish. Strangers couldn't find enough food to fill their dish. When Gina was our native king, our nation kept them fed. Non-gratitude for sustenance they took when Gina's head. The colony was lost, their fate a mystery. Arrows took the soldiers who loved brutality. 9 children became brothers, sisters in our family. 17 young maidens, our warriors' brides to be. Manny, oh, brave Manny, oh, ambassador and friend, broke the language barrier, sailed to the motherland. His quest for peace and harmony sadly missed its mark. The light that was the colony slipped into the dark. The colony was lost, their fate a mystery. Took John White 3 years to return from across the sea. Reunion with his granddaughter never came to be. Virginia dare, the newborn baby. Virginia dare, the newborn baby. Right, I'm going to bring up my good friend Higgs. He's my fishing buddy, and I'm down here helping him work on his house this week, and we've been jamming and playing some music, and we need to go fishing. This song, this is not a historical song, or this is a lighthearted song. It's a lighthearted fishing song, and when I wrote this, I went down to the dock, and, you know, sometimes you go fishing and you're really intending on catching something, and sometimes if you're not catching anything, you need something else to do. So I took my guitar down on the dock and in the waterway, and so I started thinking and scheming and dreaming and so I started thinking, first I thought of mermaids and thinking of girls, and wrote a good old boy song about a guy that had a great idea. He was going to offer fishing lessons to the ladies and see if he could find him a female fishing buddy. And this is how it all worked out. I'm going fishing, gonna drop a line, gonna drop a hook, see if I can get a bite. I'm going fishing, gonna hook a keeper with a perfect hand, gonna hook a perfect woman for a fishing man. Loaded up the truck, headed to the lake, brand new gear and all kinds of bait. Had a little time and I had a little plan, catch a good woman for this fishing man. Gonna catch me a woman who can bait a hook, clean my fish, get 'em ready to cook, dance around my chair, nibble on my ear, fetch me my bait and an ice cold beer. I'm going fishing, gonna drop a line, gonna drop a hook, see if I can get a bite. I'm going fishing, gonna hook a keeper with a perfect hand, gonna hook a perfect woman for a fishing man. Passed me by, I couldn't reel them in, but I popped the top again and again. Sun beating down, I had nothing to lose, so I kicked on back to take a little snooze. I dreamed about fish and I dreamed about girls, soft wet lips and flowing curls, snuggled up beside me with a little wiggle, music on the radio and lots of giggles. I'm going fishing, gonna drop a line, gonna drop a hook, see if I can get a bite. I'm going fishing, gonna hook a keeper with a perfect hand, gonna hook a perfect woman for a fishing man. Gonna hook a keeper with a perfect hand, gonna hook a perfect woman for a fishing man.
Great song. Great job, Higgs. Thanks for joining us. I was going to tell you guys that I have never caught a fish before. Oh, no. I've never really gone fishing before, and that sounded really great. So I'm pretty free this weekend. No, that's a great fun song. I loved the last song too, "The Lost Colony." I've lived many years on the Outer Banks. That was really cool to hear
thank
that.
You. Yeah, I started writing that, and I wrote a verse and a chorus, and then I realized I needed to study my fourth grade history, so I bought a book down there by Outer Banks historian John Stick, And oh wow, I read that book 3 times, putting together the next 3 verses and choruses of that. But it's
really well done.
pretty
And
interesting.
have you ever seen the Lost Colony show on Roanoke Island?
I have not.
It's really cool. It's really, I think, the oldest running outdoor theater that there is. And they do a great job out there. Of course, it's on hold right now. Here's your stuff. So, Gene, you mentioned you mentioned it just for a second a little bit ago. The Angel Band Foundation. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, it's a
What inspired you? How did it even begin?
well. I guess about 14 or 15 years ago, our musical circle back home lost some members of our circle. And there was a movement to start this to help kids to learn music, to help replace some of these musicians that we're losing. And it was just a way to give back from a musical standpoint. And so basically what we've done is give instruments to kids through an instrument donation program. We take in instruments, we get them refurbished and give them back to kids. And also that we do workshops. We've done musical workshops at festivals and things like that. So yeah,
there's not enough of that out there, so it's so wonderful to hear that there's not as much music in schools as there used to be, and there's just not as much access as it used to be. So that's a pretty wonderful thing to have done. Have you been able to watch, follow any of these kids with their instruments?
Oh yes, we've got quite a few musicians playing around. And there's one
so
that
it's
just
in
moved.
Trinity in your surrounding area there.
Right, Central North Carolina. One of our young musicians has grown up, and he just moved to Nashville and is doing very well. And there's quite a few. In fact, I was down here 2 weeks ago, and one of our kids is all grown up and was playing at Tiki Tavern in a band. And
That's fantastic. It
the,
all comes back to the Tiki Tavern, doesn't it?
and so, but it's great to be able to see that and to know that you've done something that's good and beneficial. And
it's fantastic. If someone wanted to help you out with that, how would they go about it? How can they find you?
Go to angelbandfoundation.org.
Okay.
There's a donation button on the website.
And you said the records are available there too that y'all have done?
My first album and Bonnie Allen's Urantia album.
She's
which
amazing.
Is, with Bonnie and Rodney Owen and I. That was a fun band for 4 years,
bet.
and we loved coming here. We played all of the places in the Yacht Basin and here on the island, and
everybody's always excited when you guys come to town. When Trinity hits Southport, and Bonnie is so talented and amazing. She's really super cool. So you have been writing, creating, meditating, improving, and now you're putting together. You're gonna. Did you say we're writing? You want a book of affirmations?
Affirmations and gratitudes, because
that.
it all comes back to that, and believing in ourselves and the mental attitude, our thoughts. Our thoughts are what make us.
Thoughts become things.
And where we are in life right now is basically what our thoughts created to this point. And sometimes we make great decisions. Sometimes we make decisions that don't benefit us so much. But
familiar with that?
By living in the present and understanding where we are, and that the past is in the past, you can gain wisdom from those past experiences to apply to hopefully what you have in the future.
Manifestation.
If we're blessed with another tomorrow.
Yes. Well, I think that's wonderful, and I think that you're using this time to be creative is awesome, and I'm so glad to hear that you've written a lot of songs. That 2020 has been something you've been able to actually capitalize on. I think that's fantastic.
You just have to take what you've got and roll with it and pivot and and do the best you can.
Right. Well, there's another great example of that, and that's Up Your Arts. A bunch of people who got together to figure out how can they improve things, elevate art, promote art, connect people through art. And that's what upyourarts.org is all about, and the people behind it. And there's a huge team of people behind it, and we love them all, and they support all of us musicians, and they all are, most of them are musicians themselves. Upyourarts.org has a brand new website. It looks fantastic. I welcome you to please go check it out. You can donate there. You can see more about what they are about. And you can also see the Live from R&B's House shows of the past. You can find out who's going to be on the show, and we really are happy to be teamed up with them. Live from R&B's House happens on Thursdays, and this is our 26th show, which seems crazy, but woohoo! We're very happy about that. You may notice perhaps a bit of an improvement, and we have some really awesome new cameras in here, and Ronnie's just killing it as usual. So we're super excited. Thank you, Ronnie, for continuing to invest in this fantastic show. Beverly and the kids, Ricky and Lucy as well. So we're going to have Gene and Higgs play some more songs. I'm sure Ronnie's going to end up here at some point as well. We are live from R&B's house. Gene Hutchens is here, and thank you for watching. Play some songs for us, Gene.
Okay, so for all of these years, I always come to the coast as often as I can, and so then you have to go home. Or I do, which is 3.5 hours away. So I guess right after the Southport Songwriters Festival, and I had the privilege to spend some time with Louisa Branscombe, who was here, and she's written so many songs, and you know, a lot of my songs are ballads or historical things, or you know, I said, you know, how does somebody like Bob Dylan just come up with these random words and stuff? And she said, you know, it just takes practice, and you have to do an exercise. So on my trip home, my exercise was to write a song that really didn't have any theme or make any sense or have an underlying thing. So I kind of came up with this melody and jotting down and memoing the words as I was driving along, and got the music put together, and it's called Written Words. Paint your page with color, flowers in a vase, peaches ripe for picking, makes you want to taste. A little drop of heaven fell, it landed by the sea. Horses running in the wind, living wild and free. Splash of water on my face, drops of morning dew, spoonful of honey, half as sweet as you. A coat of many colors, none of them are gray. Leave a trail of breadcrumbs, never lose your way. Words are written, words to sing. You can say anything. When it's all said and done, we had a lot of fun. Hear the newborn babies cry, little bird wants to fly. Ride the tide, ride the wind, wrote a letter not to send. Breathe deep, stand up tall, as they try to build a wall. Daffodils are gone away, come again another day. Words are written, words to sing. You can say anything. When it's all said and done, we had a lot of fun. Well, this is the, we were talking about the Angel Band Foundation earlier, and this is a theme song that I kind of put together. This started when we were on a camping trip out in a horse pasture, and I woke up early one morning, and this melody sort of came to me, and I started working on it. And shortly after that, we had a festival, and the Angel Band, I guess 14 of us went to Shikori Hills Music Festival, and we all camped together and cooked and had a lot of fun. We did workshops for 2 different kids groups and 40 bands and 4 days of music. It was a great experience, and this is where I formulated the rest of this song. So it's called Children of the Angel Band. Watch the little children play and listen to them sing. They form the chorus of the world as angels spread their wings. Melodies so heavenly right here on Mother Earth, bringing peace and love and hope and giving life its worth. Children of the Angel Band, play your melody. With smiles upon your faces, singing perfect harmony. The goodness fill the hearts of all who hear this little tune. Bring a peace to all who share one heaven, sun and moon. The children are the future and the joy of today. Know that they are learning all you do and say. It is so important how we choose to spend our time, giving of our hearts to help growing minds. Children of the Angel Band, play your melody. Smiles upon your faces, singing perfect harmony. The goodness fill the hearts of all who hear this little tune. Bring a peace to all who share one heaven, sun and moon. To those gone on before us who now play on heaven's stage, missed notes all forgiven, souls no longer caged. We patiently await the chance to join in his band, our spirits to be joined together, playing once again. Children of the Angel Band, play your melody. Smiles upon your faces, singing perfect harmony. Goodness fill the hearts of all who hear this little tune. Bring a peace to all who share one heaven, sun and moon. Bring a peace to all who share one heaven, sun and moon.
Let's get Ronnie up here.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Happy to have Ronnie come and join us on this one, and this is a new one I wrote. This is my most recent song, and it's a song of relationships and celestial bodies. We're talking the sun and the moon And we're talking relationships of men and women. And you know how the moon, is on a 28-day cycle, and the sun's on a 365-day cycle, and you have the earth in between revolving and spinning, and sometimes things are all working and perfect, and sometimes the celestial bodies can't hardly even see each other. And actually, the base of this song came when I was walking on the beach, actually about 24 years ago, before I even played music. Music came to me late in life, but I was just thinking, I was walking down the beach early one morning, and I could see the moon as it was setting and the sun as it rises. And that's awesome on these south-facing beaches that you can walk down the beach and see the moon and the sun at the same time. And so one of those lines stuck, and just recently I put it all together, and it's called Chasing the Moon. She's full in the morning, just before he's bright. Sunrise to the left, full moon on the right. Following her beauty, taking his flight. Chasing heart in hand into the night. Someday she was close, ever on the go. Off in some direction, hard for him to know. So much like the days, how fast they slip away. Knowing that she loves him, that she couldn't stay. Flying across the skyway, singing his tune. Sometimes he feels like he's chasing the moon. Flying across the skyway, ever on the run. Sometimes she feels like she's chasing the sun. His fire was so intense, she's always on his mind. Casting a shadow made her hard to find. Game of cat and mouse, changing of the tide. Lost in the clouds, feelings inside. Match made in the heavens, star-crossed by their way. She's queen of the night, he's king of the day. Smiling at each other, knowing that they're there. In some form or fashion, rising up somewhere. Flying across the skyway, singing his tune. Sometimes he feels like he's chasing the moon. Flying across the skyway, ever on the run. Sometimes she feels like she's chasing the sun. She's full in the morning, just before he's bright. Okay, this is one that I did not write. It's an old traditional song, and I think most of you will recognize it.
You told me you wrote it.
Nope, not me, but it has a lot of meaning to me and a lot of meaning to a lot of us. So. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see.
That was awesome, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. Higgs, it's always a pleasure having you sit in. Gene,
So
that
great
was
to be
great.
back
and,
again.
And to have like a captive audience to be able to to just listen to the singer-songwriter stuff is great. And I'm so grateful that you came up here and I had the time to spend with you. And the transformations that I've seen with you are just spectacular, and I'm glad you're leading by example, and at the same time be able to really help a lot of people on their road to wellness or recovery, whatever it might be. So keep that up, brother, because you've been doing great on that.
Right.
I'm going to
Thank
have Christine come on up, and she's going to take us out.
All right.
Great job on that, guys.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Gene, we're so glad you were here today.
Oh, it's been great.
Higgs, glad you were here too. And wait, Wait, we're getting news. This just in right now. We have heard from our correspondents in downtown Southport, and we have learned that the City of Southport Board of Aldermen agreed unanimously to enter the Phase 2 12-month agreement with Up Your Arts. So now begins the work. They are going to actually start the redesigning of the old City Hall building into a really cool performance and creative arts center in the heart of Southport. So great news! Congratulations to everybody who has worked so hard and everyone who has donated. And you can obviously, we're going to have to come up with new ways in which to inspire folks to donate so we can get this thing happening. This is going to be a fantastic place for all of us to not only perform music, but to display art of all kinds, many mediums of art and entertainment. So congratulations to the Up Your Arts gang, and we're really happy to do our little part with our show here live from R&B's house. Gene, once again, great music, great inspiration. It's wonderful to see you. We can't wait to have you come back with the band and learn more about what you've got going on. So Angel Band Foundation.org. You can go there. And thank you for bringing your heart with you today. We've had a great time. Oh, I left my little piece of paper over there. But I want to promote our Christmas show, which is happening. Thank you, sir. We are very excited to have a Christmas show next Thursday, and it is our final show of the year. Our 27th show, Lucy. She's just Little Ricky. Little Ricky is put up right now because he's a little bit feisty. Lucy's like, phew, I'm getting a little break. Our 27th show is next Thursday, and it's our Christmas show. So it's the Charlene Brown Trio. So you know that means Jamie Hoover and his beautiful upright bass with Peter Borgia and Sam Falvo, 3 incredible musicians, and they've worked on some beautiful stuff, the music of Vince Guaraldi. So we're very excited about that. That's next week, our last show of the year. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Live from R&B's house, I'm Christine Martinez. Good night.